students, we were learning about the graph, the time, that was the budget line, and the budget set, how it is done. Let us proceed there. In this particular graph, you are seeing numbering is not done, but we have learned 0 is the product y, quantity of y it is showing, and product 0b, this line, it is showing quantity of x. So what quantity we have seen that time, it was, let us take an example. It's a very small unit we will be taking. It is a 0, what is the starting line, and if above the 0 we can have 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then the 10. Here we can have the 2, 4, 6, and here we can have that 1, 2, 3 and 4. Has the cost of unit x was 40 rupees. Definitely out of 200 we will get very small unit, that is either 1, 2, 3 or 4 units. So that was the range we are having now. Now we can see there, if we are paying only for the goods, if we are paying only for y, then definitely we will be getting 0 and 10 units of y. And if we are paying only for x, not for y, then how many units we can get? 200 divided by 40 we have did, and we can get 5 units. Here it is a borderline B. Here we can see the graph. Here we can see the dot. Here you can see the dot. Here the dot say the point number B. Here you can say the 5 units. So how many units we can get? 0 to B, that is the 5 units of x, if we are not paying anything for the unit y. So now if we are seeing there, here if we are not adjusting here with 0 to 8, here it is a 10, point number A we can say 10, here the point number B we can say the 5. So how many units we can get, students? If we are paying only for x, we said 0 to b we can get 5 units of x, and we are paying for only for y, we can get 0 to 10, that is the 10 units of y. Suppose we are decreasing 10 to 8, how many units we can increase here of? If you are decreasing, here it was a 10, here it is a 8. Here if we are decreasing from 10 to 8, how many units of 0 to 1 unit of y we can increase of x? Earlier it was 0, and now when we are purchasing 10 units of y, we cannot purchase any unit of x. In that situation, x quantity was 0 and y quantity was 10. Suppose from 10 unit to 8 unit, means 2 units if we will reduce of y commodity, definitely 1 unit of 1 x we can purchase. And suppose we are reducing from 8 to 6, again declining the quantity of y, we can increase 1 more unit of, that is the x, that is 2. So here the budget set is that, here we can say that budget set is nothing, students. Here we are the last border line. If we are having 200 rupees, we can purchase up to 10 units, that is the A point. And if we are, suppose we are expanding here y, then here also we can get the B, that is the 5 units of B. So this was the situation. Then this line itself is known as a budget line. This line itself is known as budget line. So that was the situation, and now we can see the budget slope of budget line. Slope of budget line is a straight line. OA is if the consumer spend all his income on goods y, he can buy M by Py, we have already done only y units of A. If the consumer spends all his income on goods x, he can buy x, that is the 5 units of x. Budget line AB. AB is the budget line. We can see the point AB. Here it is the line AB, that is the budget line or consumption possibility line. It is defined as all the combination of x and y that a consumer can buy given income and prices, since by assumption there are no savings, that is all income is spent, the consumer will be on the budget line. Consumer must choose among possible options shown by the budget line. Point C shows a bundle which costs less than the consumer's income. Here we can see the point number C. What is the C point? It is the budget line income. It shows that here in the figure, I think you are able to see. Point number C. It is less than income. Why it is less than the income? Because here why it is less, because it was our budget line. You can see A and B. And it means up to this level we can purchase with 200 rupees. But here it is C point. It is showing under income. Means less than 200 we have purchased. So here it is a chance we can increase our purchase capacity. And here one more. So that is the point number C, what it has been shown. Consumption possibility line, point C shows a bundle which costs less than the consumer's income. Delta AOB equals to right angle triangle formed by the budget line with the excess. It is called the budget set. Graphically, all bundles in the positive quadrant which are on the or below the budget line forms the budget set. Slope of budget line. Slope of the budget line measures the amount of change in goods Y required per unit change in goods X along the budget line. So that is slope of budget line. Slope of budget line is also called marginal rate of exchange. Why it is called marginal rate of exchange? As we did, 10 units if you are purchasing of Y, definitely 0 unit of X can be purchased. If we will reduce from 10 to 8, 2 units if you are reducing purchase of Y, then 1 unit we can purchase of X. So that way, if we are exchanging the rate of Y to X, it is known as marginal rate of exchange. The absolute slope of the budget line equals the Px upon Py ratio. The economic meaning of the slope is that given these prices, how much is the opportunity cost of X in terms of Y, sacrificed or given up. In other words, the price ratio is effectively a measure of rate or which the consumer is able to substitute goods X per goods Y. The consumer can substitute goods X per goods Y at the rate of Px upon Py. Assumptions of budget line. Assumptions of budget line are as follows. Very first, income of consumer is given and remains unchanged. Prices of the commodities are given and remain unchanged. Definitely, according to our income, the prices of goods will not change in the market. And according to prices of the goods also, income of the person will not change. There are two different things and two different things changes according to their level of exchanges. Shift in budget line. A budget line is based on consumers' income and prices of the commodity. Suppose if the price of the commodity will go down and income is stable, definitely because price gone down, though the income is stable, the person can purchase more units of the commodities and the budget line will shift from left to right. And the same way, if the income increases, definitely in that situation also purchases and demands of the goods will increase. Though the price is constant, but income increases. Maybe because of that, consumer is ready to purchase one more unit of commodity. In that line also, it will be shifting from downward to upward. Suppose income of consumer rises by 50% and prices of both commodities are constant. Then consumer's capacity to buy goods increases. He will buy quantities of goods, both goods. As a result, budget line shift rightward to P1 to L1, and when income decreases, it shift leftward to P2 to L2. It is shown in the figure. You can see figure 2.9. Changes in price of commodities. If suppose X price changes, suppose price of commodity X falls, prices of commodity Y and income of consumer remain constant. No changes in the income, that was 200, and no change in the price of commodity Y, that was 20. But X, whose price was 40, suppose it reduces to 30. As a result, consumer can buy more quantity of commodity X. The budget line shifts rightward and new budget line becomes, but it will be like this. Y will be at the same point, but X will be changing from L. It has from L to L1, has been increased from L to L1. And if the prices of commodity X increases, definitely the line will shift from L to L2. You can see the dots here in the graph, figure 2.9. Change in price of commodity Y. Suppose price of commodity Y falls, prices of commodity X and income of the person remains constant. It is unchanged. As a result, consumer can buy more quantity of commodity Y. You can see the graph here. In this, L is a constant, that is a commodity X. Here the X is not changing. Y prices has been fall down. Definitely when price fall down, person want to purchase more units of that same commodity. So here suppose the price of 20, it was 20 rupees, it falls down to 10. Definitely the prices, earlier it was O to P. It was O to P. Now P to P1 will be there. Has purchase has increased. And suppose price of commodity Y increases, 20 to 25 it increases, definitely purchases of commodity Y will go down. So here the graph will come down from P to P2, P to P2. So with the simultaneous change in price of both commodities, By equal proportion and in same direction, income of consumer remaining unchanged will result in two possibilities. If the prices of both the commodities falls down, definitely the purchases will increase from, you can see the purchases has been increased from L to L1 and P to P1. And in another situation, if the prices of both the commodity increases, definitely the purchases of the demand of the consumer will go down. So if the price was OP, so it will go down OP2 and it will come down PL. So the curve will shift to left direction back. So this was the things of the budget line. I think the budget chart is very clear to you people, how the person goes to it. Is normal thing what we are seeing in the consumer behavior. So consumers equilibrium or optimal choice. This is the last topic of our chapter. A consumer is in equilibrium when he maximizes utility given income and market prices. In other words, equilibrium is attained when the consumer reaches the highest possible indifference curve given his budget constraint. Consumer's equilibrium point must lie on the budget line and must give the most preferred combination of goods and services. As one example I can give you, consumer equilibrium or optimal choice. If for example commodity of X is apple and commodity Y is the oranges, you know apple's cost is too higher than the oranges. If the commodity if the person likes to purchase more of apples, definitely he will purchase less of oranges. And if he don't like or less like the apples, definitely he will be purchasing more of oranges with the same amount of 200 rupees. So that particular thing itself is known as consumer equilibrium. That is the satisfaction of the consumer with two goods of the market with the same level of income. It is known as consumer equilibrium, and there we can see a choice is there with the consumer. He can satisfy himself by increasing the purchase of one good and decreasing the cost of another goods. So that is the consumer equilibrium. Point must lie on the budget line and must give the most preferred combination of goods and services. Two conditions that must be fulfilled by the consumer to be in equilibrium by indifference curve approach are, that is marginal rate of substitution of X and Y equals to Px upon Py. Diminishing marginal rate of substitution, it is equation number 2. The first equilibrium condition is necessary but it is not sufficient condition. Diminishing MRS is the second equilibrium condition. It is known as stability condition. It means for a stable equilibrium, MRS must be continuously falling. This condition is the indifference curve is strictly convex. This is shown graphically in figure 2.13 where I1, I2, I3 and I4, that is the indifference curve map. We can see this all different indifference curves are there. This curve is will not come at one situation. It is the different curve made in different situation. AB equals to budget line, as we see it in the earlier figure also. Point E, that is the consumer equilibrium. At point E, the consumer's budget line is tangent to the indifference curve I2. It is the point of indifference curve I2, consumer equilibrium. If the consumer moves away from point E to any other point F on the budget line, he will be on a lower indifference curve I1. At point F, consumer's MRS is less than the price ratio. So the consumer is better off by moving up towards point E. The optimum point would be always located on the budget line. Points to the right of E are desirable but not attainable. Thus point E shows the maximum satisfaction of the consumer when X units of goods X and Y star units of Y are consumed. Slope of indifference curve equals to slope of budget line. So what is the slope of indifference curve? That is marginal rate of substitution of XY equals to what is slope of budget line? That is Px upon Py. When we will be shifting the price of Y to product X. Two equilibrium situations are as follows: MRS greater than Px upon Py. And one is MRS less than Px upon Py. In the next video, student, we will be getting these equations to disequilibrium situations with some of the questions. This chapter gets over. You have to prepare for the exam till the indifference curve analysis. These things which we have learned up to this, we have to prepare for the examination. Thank you.